Hello everyone, and welcome back to Through the Ages. Now, if you're new to my channel, this is our hardcore series that we do where I move periodically through each version, starting at 1.0 and making it all the way to version 1.19.2. And we've had this hardcore world for 5+ years and over 5,000 days. And on today's episode, we have a really good video for you guys. So I have been doing everything, and I mean everything in my power to find us a deep dark biome. I have been mining relentlessly, spending somewhere up to like 2 hours a day, and I'm a stay-at-home dad. So like that's a lot of time during the day just to strip mine, basically. We're working on it, and I just have a bunch of clips from what we were really doing all that time down in those caves. That's also why this video took a little bit longer in the production schedule than the last one, where there's a bigger gap, just because not a lot of interesting stuff has been going down, and I really just want to find this deep dark biome and get it over with. But our first little clip we have for you is going to be related to the museum over here. We found not one, but 2 fossils in our caving expeditions, pretty much back to back, and I'm pretty sure it's the only 2 we found the entire mining trip. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, enjoy that clip. All right, guys, hello, and we are currently looking for the deep dark. We have not found it. We have only found desert and other caves, but in our heading down, we have finally discovered, I believe, is this our last fossil? No, I think we still need a head. But this is, I believe, the small one? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we already have this one. But we did find a fossil. It's not too often we find fossils this low, but I already carved it all out, took the screenshots. We know we have 2 fossils now that we have screenshots of, that like aren't together. But we're gonna take this down, move it. We got all the screenshots, so the museum will be getting updated with a brand new fossil. I just wanted to, tell you guys that this happened. I don't want to leave you guys out of the loop, especially when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, this is really all I've been doing for like a week or 2 now. Ever since last episode, I've just been strip mining, and it really kind of sucks. I don't know. There are some things in this world that just get like super tedious, and this is one of them, because we need to find not only a deep dark biome, but also an ancient city. So we're not even guaranteed that when we find it, we'll find the ancient city. Finding the biome and having a sustainable way of getting there, as in, making one of these an ice highway or even just a rail cart, would suffice. Okay guys, I will make this quick because it is currently 100 degrees outside and I have to turn my AC off so you guys can hear me. We found another fossil. I was gonna say not too far, but I'm pretty sure it's entirely different strip mine. I've been doing a lot. I've been literally doing a lot, and I keep finding everything I don't need. We found lush caves, we found dripstone caves, no deep dark though, so we're gonna keep searching, but just thought I'd show you another big fossil. I've already screenshotted it. I'm just gonna select the blocks now. There also right now is a little bit of a stutter. I'm not sure what it's from. Again, I'm hoping it's not from my PC overheating, but it is pretty cold in here right now. Well, I will let you get back to the video. Hopefully we find a bunch more fossils and get the entire Natural History Museum done, fully fossilized section complete. We can say it was in this version. As you also could see, those were deep slate fossils. We don't actually have a lot of those in the world. A lot of museum fossils are from the desert, kind of over in the direction that you are seeing right now. Now, I'm going to preface that this next clip gets a little weird. I think I must have just been sleep deprived or something, because a lot of speculation was happening and it was kind of freaking me out. I'll let the clip speak for itself, but just know that, I'm an unreliable narrator sometimes. Okay, guys, so something weird happened, and I think I have an explanation for it, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it together, because this may be a really bad sign, but well, clearly it is a bad sign. So, does anything weird look in my inventory? Anything at all? Essentially, this is a baked potato. I don't know where this came from. from down there to here, I've only killed a single skeleton. And I did kill it with the Phoenix bow. But I've killed no zombies. Because I thought, okay, you kill a zombie and it drops a baked potato. But no, this is just a baked potato in my inventory. And I don't know how it got there. Now, what I will say is I have filled this up with deep slate once and did this. And did not notice a baked potato in my inventory. So there's a chance it could have been there all along. But we're going to put this baked potato in here. And hopefully we don't have it back in our inventory. I'll explain to you what I think this is. I think this is part of my world corrupting. That zombie is annoying. But I genuinely think that one of the stacks of cobbled deep slate turned into a baked potato. Or maybe it was an ore that I've gotten. Or, which, no, it wouldn't make sense to be an ore. I haven't mined anything other than these. It's weird. Okay, I saw purple down there. It's just the sunrise. You can see the sunrise through the, thing. I've been pressing F3, seeing about the planes. No baked potato. No baked potato. But I'm worried that it's an item corruption. So a world this old is... like, the longer you play in a Minecraft world, the longer you have chances of files getting corrupted. Now, there is, like, fixes for this, and I've looked a little bit into it, but I haven't been really worrying about it because, well, I haven't, like, come face to face with it. But just the fact that there is a baked potato in my inventory is a little bit worrying, because if I'm not mistaken in my assumptions, baked potatoes only drop from zombies that are killed... No... I think they can drop from fall damage. So maybe, because I have been around some lava, a zombie spawned, like, fell into lava, died. He was carrying a baked potato, didn't drop flesh, just dropped the baked potato, but then it cooked because he died from fire damage. That's a possibility? Realistically, very weird. Like, I'm worried. Like, I'm looking now, I'm like, is there more baked fucking potatoes? And this is where my one thing that could be, this could all be me just looking way too into this, is I do remember having baked potato in my inventory the last time of my mining and being like, that's weird. And maybe somehow I just didn't see it, like I didn't clear it, but that doesn't seem like a thing I would do. So this would be 2 times I've randomly had a baked potato in my inventory. But again, could all be like just reading into it way too much. I just thought I'd talk to you guys about it. If this world gets corrupted, which there is always a possibility, that's really gonna suck. Like, right, like maybe a zombie spawned, walked like right into here, and then died. No baked potato. We'll see. If another baked potato comes in my inventory randomly, we will know. It's also really late at night. I always get like anxious in the caves. Just from like normal, like rational fears of dying. But every once in a while, it's like an irrational fear of like, some random glitch kills me. That's always my biggest worry, is just some random glitch. Well, I'll let you guys get back to the video. Just thought I'd update you on the, the baked potato incident. We'll see how it all turns out. All right. Yes, all of that over a baked potato. To update you guys, nothing ever happened with that. It was probably just from a zombie drop that I wasn't paying attention to. Nothing happened like that. I do get a little bit of stuttering sometimes in the caves, but I think that is just my own computer's fault, not anything with Minecraft. Or even if it is, it's pertaining to this specific version and will get fixed in a later version, but nothing too crazy. Now, the reason I'm in the desert village is because our next clip goes into a little bit of the restoration project, and you can kind of see it in the peripherals over there, of the Colosseum, and updating a few of the signs and whatnot because really needed it. And with all this extra mining, we have a lot of gold on hand. Okay, so after mining so much down in these caves, which will probably be more later on, I'm accumulated a lot of gold, and I just thought that I would show off to you guys us kind of getting this part at least as much finished as we can in the meantime. We do, I'm not entirely sure how it goes. There are some obvious ones, like not there, that. A lot of these blocks are missing. A good amount, a good chunk is missing. A couple of sandstone stairs. And slabs. God knows I have so many of them. Because these things are not going to be replaced with gold, mainly because we can't. These middle blocks were broke. Because all the rest have this. I think we did it, guys. I think this is officially rebuilt Yep, little 6 there. We still have a lot of gold to save. 1.4.7. This was broke. Or, no, it wasn't 4.7. It's what that one says. Okay, this is actually, I defeated him in 1.13.2. So, we're going to put over here, because I've only ever defeated 3 withers. This seems like a good spot right here. Destroyed in 1.13.2. He built in 1.19.4, right? 19.4, yep. And then I also, this is what we were supposed to do, which I'm going to screenshot this just so we have it before I break it. Version 1.4. Jesus, this is why I screenshot it, because I have the brain of a baby, and I literally can't remember. The screenshot I took 2 seconds ago what number it was. I'm also dyslexic. 7. 1.4.7. Let's see if we can do an and. 1.19.4. Ooh, we can. Okay. I capitalized some stuff. But, there we go. In version 1.4.7 and 1.19... Wait. Okay, yes. Version 1.13.2. Which was right before I know it, because we were hiding Jeremy inside one of the, underground bases. Little closed off area. And that's because I was saving them for when their AI updated. So, I only started doing that in 1.13.2 in preparation for it. It could potentially be slightly earlier, but I'm just going to be generous and put it there. Well, this is just another thing crossed off our list of this hardcore world. I like it. I'm glad that we were able to get this done. I'm missing 2 slabs, aren't I? I'm missing 1 slab. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hold on, not done yet. We now finish the build. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of changing it like this, making it, the way it is. Maybe we need to remodel this whole arena eventually, make it bigger, make it better. We are definitely going to cover some of this stuff in the near future. I even know that we were doing a lot of these buildings on stream, and they never got showed off here. The one video a little while back, I was like, oh yeah, look at these areas. Oh yeah, you guys saw all of this. And I went back and rewatched every single one of my videos, and no, you have not. These have never been shown off before. So, when we start working on this again, which will be, eventually, we're going to show off all the buildings we have done already and work on more of this. This is one of the big projects we get to finish, but it's a lot of small little projects in order to get the bigger one. And let's go check, actually, very quickly. A lot of people probably don't know this because you guys are new here. We technically have an iron farm, and I say that so loosely. It's just a way to get iron overflow. Yeah, and we have, I don't really check it, ever. There's another one, too. Yeah. Realistically, we do not get any of the iron because we're not in this area, but this was mainly to solve a problem, which was at one point we had just such an overflow of iron golems. There's even a couple right here, which... Okay, I always get scared when an iron golem runs up on me. Goodbye, iron golem. But yeah, we had a big issue with them walking over here and getting stuck in this area, and there was just hundreds causing lag. So we made those 2 areas to control the mass production of iron golems. Well, I'll let you guys get back to the video. Probably more mining. Ooh, it does look nice from the top, though. And it really is a sight to see this whole area finished, updated. Still got some villagers hanging out, watching the games. But I like that we finally updated this sign. We finally got all this done. It really is nice. It's a nice sense of completion, at least for this build. I know we need a lot more stuff over here. And I'll actually show you a few. We'll do more in-depth dives into some of this stuff later on, because a lot of these places do have little signs above them or indicators and whatnot. But let's do this is a fletching station. So of course you got the work blocks here, but then you have them making the arrows here. See, they're actively making them. Little blocks here, little barrels, not the most creative, but it's hard when you're doing 30 to 40 buildings. And I'll show you guys the bank too. This one, again, you know, they deal with emeralds and they probably need a place to store them all. So my thought was that this is the bank, and these are like certificates or certificates for the testificates, you know. This guy gives a Fortune 2 book from these, but it does... Oh. This guy stuck? I think he was stuck. I think he was stuck there. Is he going to get a job? He is. Oh, no? Interesting. No, he's not. But yep, they got their emeralds sealed up here. And just very simple styles, but stuff that still pertains to the world. And of course, you have the... Oh, the fisherman. Because I put a barrel there. Can't use barrels, apparently. No, this is the apothecary kind of deal, and, you know, selling crystals and odds and ends. It's supposed to be like little cups, you know, berries, these weird vines. Very interesting. And then, of course, moss is growing all throughout this place. A very creative little build. But we will leave the desert city, and for this next clip, we're going to be heading back down to the mines just to show the method to my madness. So guys, this is definitely one of the reasons why this is taking so long to put out videos, because in my search for the deep dark, we have gone 3,000 blocks that way. You can do the math. What is this one? Through 3,000. Actually, I'll do the math for you because I'm nice. So that's 18,000 blocks mined just that way. Presumably, though, we'll break these to reset the chain. That's how I do these. Go down all 4 ways. Keep looking. Let's times that by 18,000 times 4, because we've done 4 pathways. That's 72,000 blocks so far. So we've realistically went 72,000 blocks in every direction and have not found a deep dark biome. That's why it's taking so long, because my inventory fills up, and then I come back and drop everything off, and then pick a new direction. Hooray! And yes, that's really why it's been taking so long, new episodes and whatnot. It'll probably be a while before the next episode, also because, again, this is just taking so long to find the deep dark. Once I find it, it's like preparation, and that's like fun for you guys. But I really don't think you want to watch me. Oh yeah, I timed it too. It's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes of sprint jumping, of like this. 10 minutes of that. It's actually 3 high, so it's 10 minutes of this. Then we come here, we drop off our ores, and then we go up and drop off all these blocks. Oh no, guys, so 10 minutes to walk down there, and then 10 minutes to walk back is like at least a 20-minute venture. Plus, I'm mining for probably another hour or 2. I just like don't have the time in my daily life a lot for this. So it's really just like, when can I fit it in? And it's not often. And of course, I want to do building stuff too, and I want to do a bunch of stuff like that, but I just really want to find this deep dark. I've been looking at like the new updates and whatnot, and I really want to get to some of them because a lot of them have a lot of fun things to do. Just not there yet. Okay, well, back to the video and probably a crap ton more mining. And even since that clip has been recorded, I've done more. I've done almost 2,000 to 3,000 blocks in, I believe, that direction, and that direction. Again, I did it all over again. And still no deep dark. I will spoil this episode because we did not find it. I have to do so much more mining, and I'm really not excited about it, but it will get done for you guys to continue through the ages, to do everything there is to do in this version of Minecraft. But our next clip takes us right to here, to this build. Maybe you've already noticed, maybe you haven't. I haven't really been keeping it too secret, but let's just jump right into it. All right, I hated it. It looked bad. I really thought that the red would grow on me in this area, but it didn't. It's a few weeks now gone by, and I've played a lot. I still do like this. This is nice. I still like, yeah, that and the inside. I never planned to turn the whole dock into mangrove wood, and it didn't look good. It didn't. This looks a lot better. If I even want to just do a quick fly up, look back down. Yeah, that's so much better. I do even like the wood in there that we had for the red. I think we may do that in a couple other spots. Just breaks up the little, you know, monotony of having it all be planks. Maybe we'll even find another block to greebling? Is it greebling? I don't know what the right word is, but I thought I'd update you guys. It does look weird in our chest room, but I don't really care. Down here, it looks weird because of this and that. I'm not too mad about that, honest to God. I didn't, it looks fine. I can live with that. And this is what it should have always been. And I was just stupid and stubborn. So yeah, I'll let you guys get back to the video, but this is, we have updated it, which doesn't change anything about a little sign over here because it wasn't really, it's not really a remodel. It's a D model. Well, yep. Back to the video. And that is one of the reasons I started the episode inside of the storehouse, not out here like I usually do, because I didn't want to spoil it right away. But yeah, I hated it. I'm sorry. It did not grow on me. And you've already heard that from me, but just wanted to reiterate that it just didn't. And that happens. It's okay as a builder to be like, oh, that doesn't look right, and fix it. That's part of building. Part of building in Minecraft, if you want confidence to build, is build something and then change it. Because this game is all about being creative and changing things and how they can change. And I even got something cool out of this. This wood textured thing to the dock, I would have never done before. I would have never done this before. I wouldn't like naturally have changed it like that, but now I really do like this. And it adds a nice breaking up the monotony. It is a little bit different than what we used to do with this. And I may even add some of this back in over here. Not everywhere, but just a little bit, because we are ever changing our builds in this world. I mean, just a few things to note for all you wannabe builders out there is that this dome originally was more egg-shaped, and I ended up going back and fixing it. This dome as well did not meet my standards, so I did go back and fix that. The outside of the museum used to be blank. There was nothing, and then I came back in and did the wall design and redid all the way around the museum. You know, we all know this changed like 90 times. This was a whole different building. The only build that has survived the entire 5-year journey that we've been on so far has been this. Has been my original house. I just felt like this is a little bit too iconic to change at this point. So it may always be here. Kind of like a little relic to the past. But even though I haven't changed the build, if you go on the inside, this carpet wasn't there when I first put the house in. Of course, candles weren't there. Flower pots weren't there. You know, I've completely redone a lot of that stuff. Interior decorating. I don't think this was a storeroom originally, which, wow, we really do have all our, this is all our Christmas stuff just hanging out underneath here. Oh, I mean Frost Day stuff. You know, we've changed this around multiple times. Wither Rose, that, you know, all this stuff. And now we have two allays in there, and probably when the new paintings come in, we'll change up some of the paintings in here. So it's always changing, little by little. And we're gonna end today's episode off with one final clip from our caving journey to show a really rare find that we got. So please enjoy that clip. Another day in the caves, and we are, of course, doing our normal stuff. And we stumbled upon this spider spawner. But I wanted to show you something that doesn't happen that often, which is an enchanted golden apple. I cannot remember the last time we got one of these. This is 4. I do want to quickly look up what are the statistics for this. So it is a 3.1% chance of spawning. So there we go. We now have 4, which again, like I said, I don't think we've gotten one in forever. Quite literally, it's been, I don't even know. I can't remember the last time we got one. We are currently near, as you saw the axolotl swimming noises, a lush cave. And this whole way has just been lush caves. We are currently under rivers and oceans. And I've just been going through it. Nothing too exciting. A couple, you know, you run into a cave, you look at it, you search it. Nothing comes up, you come out. This is a weird one. I thought I have, you see, there's a bucket of milk in my inventory because I thought this was gonna be cave spiders. There was just so many spiders, I just instinctively thought, oh, it's cave spiders. Let me get the milk bucket out. But I will say, I've gotten a lot of random items this time. This is actually the second dungeon I found, but I opened that chest and was like, oh my god, an enchanted golden apple. I gotta show you guys this. I gotta show someone it at least. And we are currently about, this way only goes like 2,000. I may skip going, I believe it's that way next time, because it's like a 10-minute walk. This is like a 3-minute walk. Probably I'm gonna turn it into more like a 5-minute walk, or, you know, sprint, jump, run. I would use elytra, but I'm really scared of popping a totem because the walls are not perfectly slick, and especially when loading in chunks really fast. But as you see, I mine. I usually am watching a YouTube video or something along those lines, and I just press F3 every once in a while and look, you know, what biome I'm in. Of course, I'm hoping I'll hear the skulk sensors go off in the little subtitles down there, but it doesn't get all the subtitles. It doesn't. I've noticed that some things, and some things are weird too. All mobs' footsteps are footsteps. It doesn't differentiate, and I get that because it's a noise, and all mobs make that noise. But there's a couple oddities sometimes you see in it where you're like, oh, what's that? Or like, oh, I didn't know that had a name. But again, this is just our life mining away. This is exactly how I do it. I've been doing it now for almost an hour straight of just mining. And now you're wondering, Seth, why don't you just do a 2x2 tall? And it's because if I want to take a faster mode of transportation down here, then I may even get, I was thinking about maybe getting a horse down here. Some mode of transportation that I can rely on realistically that is a little faster than the walk jumping, but I don't know what is. So, and I'm kind of waiting on the horse breeding until the horse changes come into effect. If you didn't know, I believe it's 1.20.1 that the either 1.21 or 1.20.1 or 1.21. Either of those updates, I forget which one, they changed the horse breeding, where they get rid of the cuck horse. If you guys don't know about this, I'm gonna explain this to you. We'll go a little bit about the cuck horse. So every time you breed 2 horses in Minecraft, from right now to, you know, whenever, like 1.19, all the old versions, let me say, when you breed a horse, 2 horses together, it takes an average of their stats and then spits out the baby. But for some reason, it adds a 3rd base horse. A horse that's perfectly... Okay. I'm sorry. That's the cuck horse right there. That's the cuck horse. But no, it adds a perfectly base stat horse. So like 111. So it is impossible to breed a better horse without a starting horse. You can only go down to meet the average. So the top horse, this is the top horse. Or no, these are the 2 horses breeding. This is the cuck horse. These 2 horses, this has the highest jump. This has the highest speed. You breed them together. It doesn't keep the high speed and the high jump because this cuck horse over here joins in and starts smashing the 2 together and brings everyone down. So the jump goes down, the speed goes down, but the baby has slightly higher jump than the high speed horse and a slightly higher speed than the highest jump horse. So they killed this horse. They took it out back and they shot it in in the new update. And then, so now it's just the base under the 2 horses. So horse breeding is actually like a viable thing you can do. But it was just such a crazy thing that this was not, that was in the game like this for so long. So once that's fixed, you can actually do stuff with the horses. Like you can actually breed them and try to make it work. But before that, you couldn't. So I'm not going to try. I actually did try a little bit, but then I looked really into it, and this is like the thing that is in this version. But they fixed it, so I'm excited. When it's all done and all fixed, I will be so happy if we even make it to that version. Who knows? Maybe we'll die. God, I hope not. But that's the cuck horse story of Minecraft. So yeah, but we're gonna just sit down here, keep mining. I guess I'll let you guys get back to the video. Look at that, and we're in a beach. So I'm hoping that one of these pathways will go under a mountain biome and we'll hit it, because this is a 2-step plan. I also said, let me get you guys back to the video, and then I'm not gonna let you. You gotta stay here with me in this little clip that I'm showing you. But finding the deep dark biome is only step 1. Traversing it to find an ancient city is step 2, and then exploring the ancient city without dying is step 3. All things that are horrifying. There technically is a fourth step before the final one, or like a third. There's an extra step, which is disarming the entire area. I would like to, at some point, you know, like before exploring it, go through and break all the shriekers. And hopefully with my 3 like strikes, I believe it's 3, it's either 2 or 3 global shrieker shrieks, I get a couple like freebies. But who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe that I should I'm gonna double check to make sure that's active in hardcore, because I don't know. Maybe it's instant and I'm gonna get effed. But yes, well, this is my life. I'll actually let you guys get back to the video, and I'll keep you updated on anything else weird and wacky happens. And here it is. Here is the enchanted golden apple. It's not every day that you find an enchanted golden apple. If you look at some of the statistics on the Minecraft wiki, you have to search like 32 dungeon chests to get one of them. And I wonder how accurate that is for how many chests I've searched. I don't entirely know because I'm not keeping track, but it'd be cool to see. But that's gonna do it for today's episode, guys. If you liked it and want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And let me know in the comment sections what you want to see me do in this world. Because I'm at a point in this world where a lot of my projects are mega and large scale, and I don't have that much time to work on them. So it really delays these videos. If one of you guys wants to see, you know, something else in this world, then I am totally cool with having a little section in one of the future videos for it. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have an actually good day, and we will see you all on the next Through the Ages.